What's up, guys? Welcome to our show. Today we discuss about video marketing, how you can get much higher results, views, sales, and many other stuff. It's so valuable to learn more about that because the future will be with video. Gen Z and Millennium prefer to watch video content, and many customers watch video before buying any products. I'm so excited to discuss this topic with you, Bortone. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Uh, it's nice for me, because I love video marketing. I remember when I decided to launch my YouTube channel. That was, if I remember correctly, 2017.
Hmm.
And for me, that was much better to break my leg than film any videos. I was shy about that. I cared a lot about opinions, what people can tell about my stuff, but I overcame all of that with perseverance, consistency, and yeah, many other stuff. That was for Ukrainian audience. Right now, I have my English channel, and yeah, I create a lot of video content for many different marketing channels, including LinkedIn, Facebook, many others. Before we start, just tell
Yes.
more about your self experience, background, and why you decided to share with us about video marketing.
Sure. I came from a television background. I worked in the TV business in Los Angeles for many years on the marketing and branding side. And I moved back to Boston and kind of went out on my own and decided to do my own thing. And I've been doing that for several years. I've using YouTube, really got into video marketing. At first, I was doing traditional television, and then I kind of moved everything online. I just saw the way that was the way things were going. So I've been doing video since about the same time YouTube started, 2005, video marketing. So
Yeah, nice, nice.
great. It's just a great way to connect. And as an introvert, as somebody who's very shy, it's a lot easier to talk into the camera than to go to live events.
Yeah, got it. Okay, before we start, I wanna thank you our sponsor, Sirenkin, a top-related all-in-one SEO platform. I like Sirenkin for their very accurate rank tracker tool, which shows you daily rankings for your website in 5 search engines for any location, device, and language. You can monitor Google Maps results and 35 search features for every keyword, and much more. Just Google Sirenkin rank tracker and explore 40 days of the software for free. So yeah, I love using this tool. I love using any tools because it can help to save my time. And I have the first question. Uh, can you tell where to start? For example, I'm a shy boy. I'm not ready to film any videos, but I know if I need to grow my business to get more customers, uh, I need it. Can you tell how to start?
I think one of the easiest ways to start is to do live video, Facebook Live, LinkedIn Live. Oftentimes it's easier to do live like this because you don't have to edit afterwards. You don't have to do all the other things. You just, you're on screen, you say your piece and you're done. And especially interviews and podcasts and video podcasts like this tend to be easier because you're sharing the screen and you're also sharing the responsibilities of the video. So it's not all on you. You don't have to do it all by yourself. So I really like live video as far as getting started. It's a good way to get your feet wet and get out there and start to get used to doing more video.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But the first thing it's better to use just smartphone. I usually film myself, even if I don't share on social media. I just film because it's like playing tennis, soccer, any game. People can see competition when great sportsmen can show what they've learned through experience by training that we can't see. And it's the same with video content. If you film every single day, if you improve the skills, you can get much higher results. And I'm interested about choosing platform. Can you tell? Everyone knows about YouTube, probably TikTok,
Mhm.
but almost all social media have this option, to add video content. Can you tell how to choose the right social media or other platform where to submit your videos?
Right. It really depends where your audience is, and I call it your video sweet spot. You've got to find that sweet spot that something that you enjoy doing that's also where your audience is. So Again, TikTok tends to skew younger. If you have a younger audience, that might be perfect. Facebook tends to skew a little bit older. LinkedIn is a little bit more corporate and professional. So it really depends on the audience, but there's almost no wrong answer, because if you're out there creating video on one platform, it's very easy to share or repurpose it to other platforms as well. So I may start with YouTube, but then I share that YouTube video on Facebook and LinkedIn and possibly even Instagram or Instagram Reels.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, repurpose content, so it works well. Okay, can you tell about the format? For example, we have many different formats, and how to choose yours. Because, for example, I usually avoid the best practices, because
Mhm.
if it's not related with my skills, my strong side, why I need to consider? Yeah, it's better to be
Right.
yourself. Can you tell about choosing the right format?
Right. And again, it's the format. It's kind of like where you go on a post. It's whatever you're most comfortable with. I mean, we have a camera in our pocket now, 24 hours a day. So it's so easy to go on your mobile device and do a reel or a TikTok or even a YouTube video, and just use what's the low hanging fruit, what's the easiest for you to use. So again, there's no real wrong answer, but if you like to do live video, you can do live video. If you like to I do a lot of screen sharing and show my slides and things like that. So I don't even have to be on camera for that kind of video.
Mhm.
So I like that kind because I can just share my screen and show my slides and do demos and not have to worry too much about, if I'm having a bad hair day or something.
Mhm.
So we have so
Uh,
many different ways to do it.
Mhm. Let's talk about why many content creators give up, and many of them even don't start. They can't shoot a perfect video. They
Mhm.
compare to some
Right.
famous YouTubers, television show. And for example, I remember when PewDiePie spent like he filmed 100 videos to get 285 subscribers. Not a lot,
Mhm.
because today he has 110 million. Mr. Beast was on the same boat. He spent 1.5 year to get first 1,000 subscribers, and we know about him today. Can you tell how to start if you can't film this perfect video that PewDiePie and Mr. Beast and many others can do it today?
Right, right. People get overwhelmed and intimidated, and I think Mark Cuban said comparison is the thief of joy. I mean, you really can't compare to other people. You've got to be you and do your own thing and be authentic, and realize that everybody has to start somewhere. Mr. Beast started somewhere with one video. You have the same tools, and you have something to share, so you should just get out there and do what you can do and not worry about what everybody else is doing. So if it's not good to compare yourself. It's just the best thing is just jump in and get started, learn as you go, and done is better than perfect. So just get something out there.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember Mr. Beast shared that he couldn't allow smartphone to film videos. That's why he used web camera on his laptop, to film videos. Crazy. So, can you tell about expensive equipment? Do we need to buy it, or we can start just by filming on smartphone? It's enough.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is if we have our smartphones, they've got great cameras on them now. You don't necessarily need to go out and buy a fancy camera or DSLR. I have, a $200 webcam called the Lumina AI. I have a USB Blue Yeti microphone, but the whole thing is, for under $500, I can have my lights and my microphone and my camera, and that's all I need. I just sit down and go to StreamYard or wherever and go live.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about strategy. Can you tell how to find ideas, what kind of video to film, and how to relate them with your customer's journey?
Right. Well, if I like to reverse engineer and start at the end. What is the goal? What is the goal for the video? Can I work backwards and make sure I get there? And I know some YouTube creators even start with keywords or go to YouTube and say, what are people searching for? What are they asking? What do they want to know? So start with that and then work backwards and say, I'm going to just take these keywords from YouTube. And if somebody is saying, what's the best webcam, I can do a video about what's the best webcam. So I'm trying to reverse engineer it and trying to start with the end in mind and work backwards to figure out what's best for my audience. And again, business people know who their audience is. So you really got to start with what they want and what they're asking and what they need to know and try to solve their problems. Or as I like to
Yeah,
say,
love.
that's why you don't have to worry about video or what you look like because it's not about you, it's about them.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's talk about the length of video content. Today, short videos are popular, but it doesn't mean that long videos can't provide results. Can you tell how to find this balance between short and long format?
hmm Again, it oftentimes it depends on your audience. I mean, short videos are great because you can share a lot of information in a very short amount of time. And people who have very short attention spans, I mean, I know with TikTok, I scroll, scroll, scroll. So those are great for short form videos, Instagram Reels, things like that. But there is a place for longer videos as well, especially on YouTube, because YouTube rewards watch time. They want you to stay on their platform for as long as possible, obviously. So I like to try to mix, I may do 60-second videos for TikTok and Reels, but I do 10-minute videos for YouTube and Facebook because they want you on the platform longer, and you mix in the longer form platform, and the longer people watch, the more the more the YouTube algorithm likes it.
Yeah, love it. Valuable. Can you tell about how to I don't know, like how to create catchy intro? Because most people users they usually live for a few seconds. 20 seconds according to YouTube, they can leave it because you can't take their attention. You can't occupy
Right.
it. Can you tell from your experience what kind of intro we need to create?
I think you really have to jump right in and get right to the point and hook them in the first few seconds. So they don't even necessarily care about what your name is. They just want to know, what is this about, and is it going to help me solve a problem or make me laugh or learn something new? So I may just say, hey, yeah, in the next two minutes, you're going to learn ABC, or you're going to find blah, blah, blah. So hook right at the beginning, tell them exactly what to expect, and then go into it, because otherwise they're like, okay, what's going on? Why is this, when are you going to get to the point? Where's the meat? So get right to the point, cut to the chase, as they say in Hollywood, and just get right to the content, and don't have a lot of fluff at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, volleyball. What about retention? How to keep watchers longer?
hmm A lot of it has to do with, what's the visual. People want that visual stimulation. And I know that people in advertising call it a pattern interrupt. So different images each time. If I'm doing, a video, I may change the scene every couple of seconds. I may try to find something interesting. Like my dogs are always running around. I put them in the video. Humor helps quite a bit. I mean, it's not easy to be funny, but if it's amusing or funny or humorous, that's going to keep people's attention. So it's really pretty competitive. Again, people have such short attention spans and can jump to something else. So you have to constantly be giving them something new to see and something new to learn.
And let's talk about patience. Can you tell? Because I check out a few studies that most content creators, if I remember correctly, the number, 50% of content creators don't film the second video because they can't get results from the first one.
Right.
I don't know how to do it. Really, it takes time. 100 videos. I remember one interesting advice that you need to film 100 bad videos. Just film them and don't care about results, don't care about anything. Get experience, confidence, and go ahead. Can you tell how to get this patience when you film videos but nobody cares, but you need to go ahead?
It is, it's not necessarily a once in a great while somebody hits with one video. I mean, it only takes one video, but it took me even years to get a video that had 250,000 views, and it was a funny parody video. It wasn't even what I normally do. So a lot of it is trial and error, and a lot of it is just sticking with it, because you're going to find what works. And once you find what works, you can double down on that and do more videos and say, okay, people really liked this. So I go back and look at my YouTube analytics and look at the watch time and what are people reacting to. And again, some of it is kind of like, well, I'm just going to have to throw some stuff out there and see what works. So some of it is trial and error, but it's also knowing your audience and your target market and what they want.
Yeah, interesting. Let's talk about consistency. Can you tell how to understand this word? Because many people understand differently. For example, Gary Vee can tell that you need to film every single day. Just do it, film as
Mhm.
maximum as possible. Other marketers, great marketers, by the way, they can tell, no way, you need to care about quality. You
Mhm.
don't need to film every single day. Just create high quality videos. Can you tell about finding the balance between different
Right, right.
opinions?
And it is a balance. That's a good question because I make the distinction between what I call quick videos or keeper videos. A
Mhm.
keeper video is like a branding video. It's the homepage video on my website. I want it to look better. I want it to represent my brand. But a quick video may just be, I'm just going to do a TikTok. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm not going to worry about the quality too much. I'm just going to be in the moment and do it quickly. So there's a place for both of those. Obviously, if it's a video that's on my homepage and it's the first video you see, I want it to look good and make a good first impression. But if I'm just sort of doing my videos every day, I don't worry too much about those. And the other thing I like to do, because I don't like making a video every day, is to batch record my videos. So I might do 5 or 10 at one time and then schedule them or drip them out on YouTube or LinkedIn or wherever I want to post them. So I'm doing a whole bunch of videos on a Sunday, so I wanted to do them for the rest of the week because I already have the week's videos.
Yeah, interesting. Uh, let's talk about testing. You know, I love testing. I can test and fail many times. I think even fail a lot more than get results. And for me, that's good school, you know, to learn something new. Can you tell how you test your results?
Ultimately, it's not always the number of views. It's
Mhm.
what was the reaction for those viewers who actually saw it. Like if somebody comes back to me and says, "I want to work with you because I saw your video," it doesn't matter if I had 10 views or 100 views. I got that one person who needed to hear that message, and now they may want to work with me. So a lot of it's just going to be at the end of the day, did your video create more business for you? Did it bring in a new audience? Did it get you a new Facebook follower? So I don't just look at the views. I would try to look at the business side of it and how did that video have a return on investment in terms of business, not just number of views, because in a way views are sort of a vanity metric. I mean, it's nice to have a lot of views, but I would rather have a few people who are my ideal clients see that video than thousands of people who are never going to hire me.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I've seen a few big companies that earn 100 million, and they have like 1,000 subscribers on their YouTubes. They don't care about that a lot. But if they film videos, they get what they needed. So
Mhm.
you don't need to worry about subscribers, views. Uh, it's more important to cover the target audience who can buy your products. Yeah, completely
Right.
agree with
It's
that.
all about reaching and connecting and engaging with that target audience. So that's the great thing about video too, is if you're speaking to your audience and that resonates with your target audience, then all the other folks don't really matter. That's just icing on the cake.
Mhm. Okay, let's talk about editing videos. Can you tell what kind of tools to use, or it's better just hire someone else who can provide the service?
It really depends if you want to spend time on that and go through the learning curve. I mean, I use Final Cut Pro on a Mac because I've been doing it for many, many years. And for me, it's quick and easy. For other people, it may be frustrating.
Yeah.
So if you'd rather spend your time on the creative and the ideas and the shooting the video and not the editing, then you can outsource it to Fiverr or wherever you may want to do it. And oftentimes, now there are online editors like Magisto and We that make it relatively easy to edit videos right online, whether you're on a Mac or a PC. And I know
Hmm.
some folks, I'm not as good as it, but I know like my kids will edit videos right on their phones. So they're just doing
Yeah.
it on the fly. But you have to remember again is, does it even need to be edited? So you may ask yourself, I don't want to, I don't, I can add music to this right on Reels. I can go into Instagram Reels and add all kinds of filters and effects. And that's all the editing I'm going to do on it.
Yeah, I agree. I think context is more important than editing
Mhm.
because any design can save bad context. For me, it's more important to share context even without design. That's okay, yeah, if it's valuable, useful, and then you can edit to retain longer, to give reason, to look professional. So yeah, many things about that. By the way, my son, he films TikTok videos. And yeah, sometimes when I have no time to edit videos, I give him my smartphone and he can edit videos. I don't know how he can do it because I have a team who can help me to edit videos on YouTube for other channels. And yeah, I have no time with that. But
Okay.
when I film for TikTok, he can provide with some apps on TikTok. Very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about benefits of video marketing. Can you share some benefits that are really important today?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the great things about video marketing is it saves you time because you don't have to be with somebody in person and you can reach many people at the same time. The other great thing is that it's just such a powerful way to connect and engage. I mean, we're a very visual society. We all grew up with television for the most part. So it's just a great way to really connect and be more personal. It really helps people know, like, and trust you because they see you, they hear you, they
Yeah.
get to know you without having to meet you in person. And it's also a really great way to leverage and repurpose. So you can take that one video and put it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever. So you can be many places at the same time. So I like, I think it's powerful and has a lot of benefits because honestly, it's the easiest way to, get your message out to a lot of places and a lot of people for the least amount of
Mhm.
effort, I think.
Yeah, I love it. Let's talk about one thing that many content creators don't consider. They oversell without sharing value. Uh, can you tell how it's important to share value and submit call to action in your video content? Because in the end, we want to sell as well.
Right. And it's the long game. I mean, I'd rather, sort of build up and develop trust with people and add value, like you said, and provide value before I try to sell because it's going to be much easier later on to sell something if people know you and like you and trust you. They've seen you, you've given them value, you've provided benefits to them. And then, down the road, you can say, oh, by the way, I have this course. So I do a lot of free videos and free tutorials and freebies so that I can, show folks what I do. And then later on, they come back to me and say, hey, thank you for doing that. Now I need your help with such and such. So I think it's really you have to kind of again take a long-term attitude towards it and really try to provide value first.
Yeah, valuable. What about promotion? For example, okay, we can create a video, but if nobody knows about your video, you can't get results.
Right.
For example, Mr. Beast probably can because he has audience. He needs just submit, that's it, and everyone will know about this video.
Mhm.
But he deserves this audience. What about YouTubers and content creators who just start? How to promote videos?
Right. Again, a lot of it is consistency and frequency. I mean, we see the same TV commercials on television again and again and again because they know that frequency works, and you have to see something several times. So for folks who are just starting or just starting on YouTube, it really is a matter of consistency and sticking with it and experimenting with a few different things to see what works. I mean, I find like every time I put my dogs in a video, the video gets more views. So I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta use the dogs again. So it's a little bit of I think they like the dogs better than they like me, but that's okay. So
Yeah, I love this example. I had the same issue with my brother when he filmed a few videos together, and I filmed a few videos with my dog, and videos with my dogs got a lot more views. And I told him, "You can see people love my dog more than you,"
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but that's okay. Okay.
And it's also because people want to see the video. I mean, they want to see it more than they want to read. 9 out of 10 viewers say that they want to see more videos from brands, and people and influencers that they like. So it's really a matter of you're giving them the content that they want to consume.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. For example, if some companies have no time, experience, and even wish to film video, because I have a lot of clients that can tell me, I need to develop, innovate my products. Competition is huge. I don't need to lose attention with that. So if you can find someone else who can film these videos, can you tell from your experience how to find responsible content creators, video creators who can provide this job for some companies that are busy with their products?
Right. Again, you have to go and look at the videos that you like and the videos that made an impression on you and find out, did somebody
Mhm.
create those? Was it an agency? Was it an individual? And a lot of that really is referrals. I mean, I trust somebody if my friend or my partner or somebody says these guys are okay. So a lot of it is sort of vetting them and making sure that they have the right background and have they been highly recommended. And ultimately, do you like the style or the kind of videos that they create? So I may search out a video and say, oh, I really love the way that one looks. I really want to find out how they made it, or what tools they used to make it, because oftentimes it might just be an app or something that they use to create that effect.
Yeah, yeah, exactly about that. Okay, let's talk about one thing that many content creators ignore. They usually copy others. I'm not sure it's a good idea. For example, I can't copy Mr. Beast because it's not my style. I can't be the second Mr. Beast or a bad version of Mr. Beast.
Right.
Of course, it's better be yourself. Can you tell
Yes.
how to be yourself and cover with your audience?
Right. Again, a lot of it has to do with, just trying to be authentic, but you have to find, who you resonate with. Does your target market like your style? You don't have to try to be somebody else. Again, I'm very shy and I'm introvert, but people know that, like, okay, well, he's a good guy, and I try to be funny sometimes, and people like that. So if you can pull humor in, really, the more of your personality you can show, the better. So if I'm not trying to be really professional, I'm just going to be kind of a little loose and casual and a little sarcastic, because that's the way I am in person. The more I add personality, the better those videos become, and the more people kind of connect with them. So don't be afraid to inject your personality, use humor if you're funny. Really, just be as real as possible and like you are in real life.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not funny, don't
Yeah.
try be funny if it's not yours. Yeah, and it's okay. You can find your audience because many people love it. They connect with some influencers who are not funny because they're serious. They can
Right.
share some serious stuff. Why not? It's
Hmm.
better to be yourself because content creators give up when they copy others. They burn
Yeah.
out in one day. They're not interested. So yeah, I agree with that. Can
Hmm.
you tell some mistakes that content creators make by filming videos because it's obsolete, it doesn't work from your experience?
Right. It's really a matter of consistency. They give up too quickly, or they said, "Oh, I only got 7 views on that video. I'm not going to do it again." It's you have to stick with it for a while. So I think people give up too soon. I think people don't get started because they think they need a lot of equipment, and they really don't. I mean, if you have a phone or a mobile device, you're pretty much good to go. So people give up too soon. They think that they need more equipment. They think that they need to be perfect, and they don't. So a lot of it really is just a matter of getting started and staying consistent with it.
Yeah, perfect. Guys, forget about perfect. By the way, if you have 7 views, you have a lot more views than I have on my smartphone because most videos I have 0 views. Okay, 1 view, I can watch these
Mhm.
videos, that's it. But I'm doing because of practicing. Practice, I know that the best time will come. Just be consistent with that. So yeah, agree. Can you tell about someone who doesn't need video marketing from your experience?
Mhm. That's a really good question. Unique video marketing. I like on TikTok. I watch a lot of comedians. I discover new talent that way. And again, they're just doing what they do and sharing their talent on a different platform. So I mean, I watch so many different things. I know some of the big YouTube creators, good, but I like the folks who really share their specific expertise. I remember way back when Michelle Phan, who's became a big influencer, she was just doing makeup tutorials. She was just kind of sharing, this is how to get the Amy Winehouse look, or this is how to get the whatever look. So it started very small and it just grew up and blew up from there. So I really like the folks who are just sharing their expertise and doing what they're good at doing, not trying to be somebody else.
Yeah, love it. Uh, let's talk about commenting or engaging with the audience. I often see when content creators film videos and they get a few comments and don't reply to them. Don't share. Just even to write thank you. That's it.
Right,
Yeah, because. I check out one interesting data that people are willing to leave comments if you reply to their previous 6 times more you can
yes,
get comments from these people. Can you tell about engaging with your audience?
right. Well, I mean, YouTube is a social media platform. I mean, that's a lot of folks don't think of it that way because they think they're just putting their videos there. But the community aspect is really important, and engaging and interacting with your audience is really important. I may do it more on Facebook than YouTube, but again, it's really more about the back and forth. um, I especially like video email and things like Loom because they can comment and then you can start a conversation with it. So even if it's one-to-one, and you're doing a Loom video or something, or video email, I think the back and forth is really important. So it's a matter of paying attention to your audience and making sure that you follow up with them. It's not a one-way street. It's really a relationship.
I have the question about things that content creators shouldn't do. From your experience, what is better not to do today?
That's a good question. I mean, almost anything goes. So it's really a matter of experimenting. The only thing not to do is to get so stuck in one platform and one style that you get boring. So I
Mhm.
didn't really want to do TikTok videos because they're vertical, and I thought it was just for young people. But I've started to get into it because I just realized I can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. So it's not so
Mhm.
much what you shouldn't do, it's that you don't necessarily just always do one thing the same time. You gotta,
Nice, nice.
evolve and mix it up and realize that there are new platforms coming online that are, usually popular. So I did TikTok because I can't ignore TikTok anymore.
Mhm. Got it. Yeah, great tip. Okay, what everyone needs to do today?
Today, the main thing is really just get started. Pick up your iPhone, do a quick message, say happy birthday to somebody if it's their birthday. Just do something that will get you to start getting your message out there and get started, and not be afraid to do it. And if you've done it a few times and haven't been happy with the results, commit to doing it for a week. That's why I do these video challenges where I say, okay, we're going to do a video every day this month for 30 days, no matter how good or how bad they are. You're just going to get it out there and post it. And that's really the thing. It's like once people start, they usually say, oh, I didn't realize it was going to be that easy. I should have done this sooner.
Yeah. Let's talk about shame. I want to share one story from Tony Robbins' podcast. One billionaire was a guest, and this billionaire shared a story about how to shame yourself. For example, she sat on elevator. She did many crazy things, and she felt very embarrassed about that. But she got experience. She
Hmm.
could overcome all obstacles because if you embarrass yourself, you can go ahead. You can.
Yes.
You don't care about opinions. I like when Seth Godin told that he doesn't read reviews on his Amazon books since
Hmm.
2011, more
Right.
than 11 years, because he doesn't want to know when someone doesn't like his books. That's okay
Right.
if it's not for you, but he's one of the best marketers,
Yeah.
modern marketers. Can you tell about shame, how
Mhm.
it's important to get this experience?
Right. And again, as an introvert, and I was really hesitant to put myself out there. So when I started, I would wear costumes. Like I dressed up as Moses one time to do 10 Commandments of video. So I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna make an ass of myself and not worry about it. Some people won't like it. Those are not my people. Some people will really like it, and those are my people. It's not like the expression that says you may be too much for some people. Well, those are not your people. So I think you have to kind of get over yourself and not take yourself too seriously, and be willing to, like I say, I put the dogs in the videos. They're gonna bark. They're gonna ruin my videos, so I might as well just put them in. And I have two little pug dogs, and they're part of my almost part of my brand now because they're so present in what I do. So I just put it all out there. I share everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I think people appreciate the fact that I'm not trying to be something I'm not.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I agree. Okay, Louis, let's imagine you have no experience, no TV, no YouTube experience, anything. What will you do if you start from scratch to become the best one day in video marketing?
Be willing to make mistakes, be willing to look foolish, realize that the mistakes are just part of the learning process. And the great thing is, I mean, when I was in the television business, there were only, 4 networks and cable and things like that. Now everyone has access to the world via YouTube or video or whatever. And there's no barriers to entry. There's no, you don't have to be a media mogul. You don't have to own a TV station. Everyone is their own TV station, and you now have the power
Yeah.
to reach the world. You don't have to wait. You don't have to, you don't need any money. You don't need any licenses. You just need to go and, well, maybe in China you can't do it, but in most places you can just go out there and start doing it.
Yeah, love it, love it. Yeah, many years ago, people came to castings, uh, spent a lot of time on these castings. But today, everything what you have, just smartphone, film, and with perseverance, consistency, you can overcome all obstacles. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's talk about the future. What kind of future will be in video marketing from your experience?
I think there's going to constantly be new platforms. There's going to be more access and accessibility to these kinds of platforms. It's going to be, easier to shoot. It's going to be easier to edit because it's just more mainstream. There's going to be apps that are going to, essentially create the video for you. So I think it's a great time to get involved in video. Some people say, "Oh, I'm too late. I should have gotten in when Instagram started, or I should have gotten in when YouTube started." But the best time is now, and the future is bright, and really it's more about access to the media, and we all have the same access now, and it's only going to get more so in the future.
Yeah, I remember one quote that the best time was 10 years ago. The next best time is now. So
Exactly.
just do it. Just do it.
Yes.
Just film videos and you will get results. Don't care about, I don't know, low engagement. Don't care about a few views. Just go ahead and believe you can, because your time will come. Louis, it's a big pleasure to get
Thank you.
to learn from you. To you share a lot of value. Tell our audience how they can reach out to you, learn more about you, follow you.
Thank you. You can find me at loubortone.com or at Lou Bortone on all the socials.
Okay, guys, you can find links to Louis in the description below. Listen us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Thanks again for your time. A big
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Welcome back. Anytime, to share more valuable insights. I love it. And guys, thanks for listening and watching us.